Okay. Hi everyone. So we're still on lesson 7. We're finishing up the second part, example 2, from that last video that you watched. On Friday, we did a lot of adding rational numbers, and now we are going to find the difference, which means subtraction, in example 2. Okay. So here are the steps. This is the one example we're going to go through together. The first one says, find the following difference, right? Difference means subtraction, and represent it on the number line. 1 minus 2 1/4. So first is first, we want to rewrite this, right? That's going to be our first step. Rewrite as an addition problem. Okay, because you guys did so great on problems that look like this, right, where you're adding two rational numbers, we can change any subtraction expression into an expression that uses addition. So let's do that for all of these problems, and then you're pretty much doing what you did in the previous examples. So how do I do that? First, add in, right, will be the same. Okay, we're going to make this the opposite operation. Opposite of subtraction is addition. And our second number, or second add-in now, will be the opposite. Opposite of, right, if I put this in parentheses, the opposite of 2 1/4 is -2 1/4. Okay, so this is what we're going to graph on our number line. All right, now follow the steps to represent the sum. So the first number tells you where to start on your number line. Okay, the 1. Second part. The sign, right, that belongs to the second add-in will tell us left if it's negative, right if it's positive. Okay, and the add-in that we have will tell us how far to move, how many spaces. So how can we write that? Okay. All right, so the second number tells you how far to move in that direction. The direction stated in part C. Okay, you're either going left or right. In this case, we are going left because it's a negative number. How far are we moving? We're moving 2 1/4 spaces to the left, and we're starting at 1. So here's our number line. We have no numbers, so let's go ahead and label it. Since we are going to the left, we want to make sure we have space on this side. So let's say we put our 0 here. And we have to include fourths in here. So let's say this is going to be 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. 4/4 is the same as 1. 1 1/4, 1 2/4, 1 3/4. Well, we don't have enough space if we go up by fourths. So what we can do is go up by halves and see if that'll work. So this would be a half, 1, 1 1/2, 2, 2 1/2, 3, and 3 1/2. So that seems like it's going to work. We are going to go up by halves. Okay, so this will be -1/2, -1, -1 1/2, -2, negative 2.5, negative 3, negative 3.5. Okay, and since we're going up, since we're going down by quarters, we need to make sure we number that on our number line. So in between here will be our fourths. All right, because a fourth is right in the middle of 3 and 3.5, for example. So this would be negative 3 and a fourth. So every space marked is a fourth. Okay, so let's go back and follow our steps. Part B says the first number will tell you where to start. So our first number is 1. We're going to start at positive 1. Then step 2 tells you left or right. So the second number in this expression is negative 2.25. So we're going to the left, right? Negative numbers to the left, positive numbers to the right. So from here, we're going to go 2 1/4. I forgot to number this side. Okay, now those are fourths too. So here we go. This is going to be 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, which is the same as 1. Okay, this is a 1 1/4, 1 2/4, 1 3/4, 1 4/4, which is the same as 2 whole spaces, right? We've gone 1, 2, and we just need to go a fourth more. Here we are. We stop right here. This is where our answer is going to be. So let's look, see what it's going to be. Here's negative 1, and this represents a fourth from here to here. So that means our final answer is, remember we read it from right to left when we're on the negative side. So this is negative 1, and how far was this jump from here to here? A fourth. So we're at negative 1 1/4. Done. Okay, so the answer to 1 minus 2 1/4 is negative 1 1/4. Great job.